matter what's what. By the way, I know my singing. Singing is terrible, but God, I enjoy it. God, I enjoy it. So, welcome to Trapped in Your Shell, episode 2. We're going to base it around happiness. I was thinking about what topics to go through next in the way of human emotion and what we go through. Starting episode 1 with depression. Wanted episode 2 to be something a bit more upbeat, a bit more lighthearted. So I am sat in that buttercup field, surrounded, listening to a bit of nature. Wanted to talk about happiness. Personally thinking that happiness is the meaning of life, and that's coming from someone that struggles to express himself, what a typical man, by being able to express what I think happiness is, in what forms we can create happiness, and how it should be our main focus in life, a simplistic happiness. We're gonna start this episode with a quote from Eddie Jackal. If you don't know who Eddie is, he's an Auschwitz survivor. He turned 100. He's published a book called The Happiest Man on Earth. He's vowed to smile every single day since his horrific story. Eddie came up with an amazing quote that represents sort of what I'm in now. In fact, let me stand up and tell you.
A field is empty, but if you put in the effort to grow something, then you will have a garden. And that's life. Give something, something will come back. Give nothing, nothing will come back. To grow a flower is a miracle. It means you can grow more. Remember that a flower is not just a flower, it is the start of a whole garden.
By the way, end of this video, keep watching, I'll tell you my happiest moment as of yet. It's sad now, but at the time, incredibly happy and meaningful to me. So with that, trying to figure out what happiness is, because in my mindset there's an invalid happiness, whether it's like social media. Now I've done YouTube for 2 months, obviously, as you can see down here, amazing growth. As I sit here in a field talking to myself, I like it. But there's an endorphin release and there's this feeling of happiness through social media, the amount of likes that you get, the amount of attention you receive. Personally, I don't feel any happiness from that. I don't feel that people should feel this deep, needing sense of happiness from this. I think that can be very damaging. But this idea of wealth, for me, all that means is your comfort level gets higher and higher, that you end up not happy with the basics. Me and Isa, we're watching a series that's based around rich people. I see people on these yachts drinking a bit of champagne, talking about fancy artwork, how it's worth millions. It's not my cup of tea. Even if I was rich, no way. But with that, is that genuine happiness? That you spend a bit of money on a materialistic thing to get that sort of satisfaction and that you've done something and that it's somehow an achievement? No, no, not at all. Not for me, anyway. So with happiness being the key to life, whether you find that through your pets, materialistic items, hobbies, interests, family, friends, the most important part is to get that happiness in the simplest form within is definitely the key. One thing that is truly believed is people that feel the genuine, real happiness are the people that have to struggle a little bit. If you're born into riches, you're not going to appreciate that materialistic item so deeply that my trainers right now have holes in them. The other side of happiness is it always a good thing? Is it good to be happy all the time? It's extremely bright out today, sun, I'm getting them horrible tan lines. I look at a homeless person that I met the other day when I was meeting Madchen, Oxford's biggest PT. That client was happy because I got her bus fare to go and get her methadone intake Also the happiness that she gets if she's able to steal some perfume, some alcohol, some things like that. So happiness not always being a good thing. Sometimes having a long-term work for happiness, whether that's in the gym, whether that's wealth, whether that's with your mental health, is more important. It's almost a truer happiness than that quick endorphin you get from social media, you get from being given something from materialistic items. Sometimes finding simplistic happiness is the true way. So I want you to find your happiness, whether that be through religion, family, materialistic items, but work on finding that inner happiness, that inner love. That in the end is what really matters. With the standard of happiness that's set out, whether that's through social media, whether that's what you see in someone else, I believe that everyone's guilty as we scroll through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. You see these people do amazing things, whether that's with traveling or with fancy houses and cars, whether that's the connection they seem to have with their friends on camera. It's very easy to compare that put on life to your own. Every single person has their down moments, their problems, their troubles, and potentially their mental health. So there we are, me and Isa, we're on a 9 PM walk out here in Whitney. Nice skyline, enjoying a bit of peace. Isa's gonna do photography. So regarding happiness, finding that simplistic happiness. We have this idea that once we're settled in Siem Reap and hopefully build the community that we want on here, that we're able to make a community centre simply to create simplistic happiness. Something for rural kids of Cambodia to come to a hub, have breakfast, do some artwork, freely learn some English and other basic necessary skills. Look at that skyline. Cute little Isa down there. Getting her photography in. She's been studying online photography, a paid course, bought some extra lenses. So again, once we're in Angkor Wat, getting these amazing pictures. And again, stepping away from the materialistic thing, as I said earlier, not wanting these external things, a bit of nature, a bit of culture, a community. So what I want you to do after this video, hopefully with it being a good day, is to go out, find a bit of peace, just enjoy something simple. Even myself, if I go out, I put my headphones in, I listen to a bit of Trevor Hall, a bit of Logic, and I need to myself learn to detach, get outside, appreciate a bit of peace. Look at that, we're good. That is the end of episode 2, Trapped in Your Shell, Happiness. What I want you to do is comment below what brings you happiness, whether that be family, friends, and even if it is something that I don't believe creates true simplistic happiness, whether that be a brand new car, watch, looking at technology updates is such a big thing here on YouTube. But it's not quite that pure simplistic happiness, and I know money changes people's lives, including myself. I'm not rich. Someone gives me 10 grand, I will be able to do a lot with it. So yes, comment below what brings you happiness, what is giving you happiness right now in life, and what do you think you can do to create a bit more happiness in your life. I don't want time to pass for you and for you not to make the most and get as many happy moments as you can. And I want you to do the same. Come out your shell. Much love, guys. Go find your happiness. Bye.